Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and today, or tonight, so I just want to talk about this. This is about Transformers Reactivate, but at the same time, do y'all remember the feeling we had when Devastation was coming out? Like seeing the cutscenes and seeing the trailers and like wondering if like for instance, this part blew my mind. The throttle bots, granted they weren't, in their, three different colors, but still it was a great homage to them. And just like, that's how you start the game. So like Transformers Reactivate, what I'm saying is, or my thoughts or whatever, are as awesome as Devastation was, as old as this game is. And watching this, making this video for y'all and for myself, I want to go back and play it like right now, just from the beginning. But do you think that Reactivate is going to live up to this? And I know I played War for Cybertron, I played Fall of Cybertron, I played Devastation, I played a Transformers game that y'all have probably never seen before, back in the early days of Nintendo, and you had to have like a special Japanese Nintendo to play it. There was a Transformers game back in the 80s. But obviously you see how far we've come. So for everybody that's worried or wondering, are we still going to get it? And this game's been, in development for X amount of years. Every game has been in development for a long time. You know what I mean? Look how long it takes to make a Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? Like Grand Theft Auto was around early 90s. It's 2023. And we just now up to 5. You know what I mean? Or up to 6. So, but anyway, of course it's coming. It's Hasbro. Hasbro just celebrated their 100th anniversary. Transformers just celebrated their 40th anniversary. But with Devastation, look, you had melee. You had guns. You had long-range weapons. You had short-range weapons. You had giant explosions, and it all looked incredible the whole time you were playing. You were able to play the game with other people, like Sideswipe, Grimlock, Bumblebee, Prime. And then there were skins that made, you could play Goldbug. You could play as, who else? Nemesis Prime. And that's why I keep mine on. Black Optimus with the purple signs. And then at the same time, too, remember, what I'm saying is I hope that Reactivate brings the same excitement as this did for those of us that played it. Seeing the Constructicons, and you knew if they had all 5 that they were going to, or all 6, they were going to turn into Devastator. And that excitement is something I'm hoping and praying for that Reactivate can still capture. Boss fights like this, like slow motion, slow it down. And I understand that Reactivate is a totally different game. It's a totally different genre. It's more like a Call of Duty of Transformers. I get that. But I want the fun level to be the same as this. I'm going to play it regardless. I'm going to play it. And this is the other thing that concerns me, the whole free to play. So do I still need to get, will I need PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live just to be able to even play the campaign? Now, I know it sounds like it doesn't make sense. Like, you should be able to play the campaign, but I mean, think about it. I'm not a multiplayer kind of person. I hate multiplayer, honestly, and it might be because I'm an only child. I only like playing games if it's with my wife sitting next to me. For those of you who are married, play A Way Out. It's 2 people breaking out of prison. If you and your wife want to play something fun, if your girl don't play games, try A Way Out. But anyway, I'm not a multiplayer person. I don't do, PS Plus. I don't do all that stuff, Xbox Live, whatever. If I want a game, I buy it. I play it for my enjoyment. So that's what concerns me with Transformers Reactivate, because why would you make something that I'm thinking is going to be so huge and so great free? I don't have to pay. I mean, I understand there's microtransactions. Duh, I get it. But if I can find all the infected robots that I want, and I'm hoping that the DLC, you know, they just continue hiding and putting more infected robots in Transformers Reactivate for me to find and be able to play with and customize and all that stuff. From what I'm gathering, like I said, I know this is a way darker game. Reactivate is like just a way. It's like the Mashima Transformers that came on. What was that channel? Robot Chicken? Not Robot Chicken. You know what I'm talking about. If you on Netflix, the Mashima channel, the Combiner Wars, Titans Returns, that cartoon or animated series that came out. It was a dark. It started off with Menasor fighting Windblade and the other chick, and he kills her, and then Windblade kills him. Like, I know it's gonna have Reactivate will have a darker tone than this. Obviously, this is a very bright, very cartoonish G1-ish game, but a lot of people sleep on this. A lot of people have not played this. You know, and it's one of those games that is, I mean, Devastation to me is a classic. It's a classic. How could it not be? You get to play as the, granted, you only had 5 characters. Now, that part was very disappointing. But the variety that you got, you had top down, you had, you know, third person views, you had sniper weapons, and the weapons, there was over 500 weapons, and you could customize them and join them and so forth and so on. There was a whole lot of driving sequences in the game. Like, for instance, this one, like, you start off with your Bumblebee and you fight Blitzwing on this bridge, but you got to get to him. Like, that was so much fun. And Reactivate says that, you know, they have melee. They say they have vehicle combat. They say that they have, you know, of course, swords and different types of guns and different types of weapons that you can find, and different types of things, and like the same kind of fights as right here with brutes. You have giant transformers and brutes and warlocks and sirens and all these other people. My other thing that I'm hoping for is that they transform frequently. One of my biggest problems with games or even Transformers movies is that you don't see everybody transform enough, you know. So I'm hoping that Reactivate, like the enemies or it, like the Legion or the Quintessons or whatever that has taken over Earth, that has infected everything. I hope they have like some kind of other form, and you see them transform, or like they have like some kind of Transformer sound that's like dark and dingy and like a horrific transformation sound to like slow and eerie, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's your buddy 14th Prime. I do have more Reactivate news. We will talk about that tomorrow. It's gotten a little bit late. Oh, wait, you know what? Never mind. Here is the shot of when you start off. This is one of the Bumblebee insignias. I just took it and blew it up and made it bigger. Again, shout out to DPZ Luna. Shout out to Transformer Reactivate's updates on Twitter. This is where I got all this stuff from. But this is on the HUD screen when you're playing as Bumblebee. And like I was saying, with the game being free to play, just go ahead and make a copy. That's the campaign. And if you want to put or want to play multiplayer, hit, you know, I would say put it in the store for, you know, $49.99, $59.99, whatever. Let us play the campaign and not worry about multiplayer. They say it's on par with Destiny and Warframe, which are 2 games I don't play. When I first got my Xbox One, I think I played Destiny just because it was free. I mean, not Destiny, Warframe, because it was free. And it was fun for a little bit, but it was empty. It was like walking around in an empty world. And see here, right here, they show the differences between those 3 games. So, you know, I just want it to be fun. I want it to be dark, and I want it to be something that I just can't stop playing. It's your buddy, 14th Prime.